Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jimmy and welcome to a brand new video. Now, if you've been following my channel or even my Instagram for the past couple of months, you might have noticed that I've uploaded a few drone videos and a lot of drone photos. So what I'll be talking about in this video is how to get the best out of your drone footage, more specifically in regards to ND filters. So if you're not too sure what an ND filter is, it's basically a dark filter in simple terms, which limits the amount of light entering your camera. Now, the reason that you might want to use this is because if you're not using one of these filters and you're trying to shoot in the middle of the day or in bright conditions, your camera is going to have to raise its shutter speed in order to create the right exposure. Now, what this can lead to is unnatural looking footage. You might get a bit of a jello effect, and it's just not going to look as good as it possibly can. So by putting an ND filter on the front of your lens, basically what you can do is cut the amount of light entering the camera, which results in your camera using a lower shutter speed, and in turn you'll get much smoother, much more natural, and much more cinematic footage, which is definitely what you want to achieve. So when I first got my drone at the end of last year, I did a lot of research and I found a lot of people saying it was really necessary to have an ND filter. So I wanted to try and find the best possible one so I didn't waste my money and I didn't have to try many different ones. Now I found a video which suggested this particular filter and I absolutely love it. So the filter that I use on my drone for all of my videos and photos is the Snake River Prototyping Graduated ND16-8 filter. Now, they didn't pay me to say this or didn't send me one for free or anything like that. This is legitimately the one that I bought and the one that I've basically had no complaints with. So basically what all of that means is it's a graduated ND filter for one, which is a massive positive in my opinion. So a lot of ND filters are just the exact same density or darkness all the way through. So the advantage of this graduated one is it's darker at the top of the filter than it is at the bottom. Now, if you've ever taken video or photos during the day, you might notice that the sky can sometimes be too bright for the rest of the footage. And if you try and expose for the sky, you've got to darken it too much, which will darken the ground as well. So with this graduated filter, basically you can expose for the ground. And since the filter is darker on top, it's going to darken the sky a little bit for you as well and help balance your overall exposure and get you better footage. This filter in particular just slips over the front of your lens. Now, the only complaint that I've had with this is it is extremely tight on the camera. I literally had to use all of my strength to put this on the front of the camera, and that is mainly the reason why there might not be before and after footage in this video, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to take it off. So that could be a disadvantage, just something to keep in mind. If you are going to want to take some night photos or something like that, you might have a hard time getting this filter off. Now I did look it up and some people say it's really easy to take off, so I'm guessing there are slight variances and maybe I just got a slightly smaller one or something like that. But it's definitely something to keep in mind. It's going to be really hard to put on and really hard to take off. Now another disadvantage to this filter is, again, I'm not sure if it's just because I haven't been able to push it all the way on, but it does create some vignetting, especially in photos when it's capturing a different aspect ratio. There is quite a lot of vignetting in the corners. Thankfully for me, I don't really like this aspect ratio, so I usually crop it enough where you can't really see the vignetting. And again, just something to keep in mind, and it is something that you can remove in Photoshop anyway if it does bug you that much. And thirdly, the final disadvantage that I've found with this, again, maybe it's just because I haven't pushed it on all the way, but if you are shooting into the sun, you can sometimes notice that the sun gets caught in the filter and it does create a little bit of a flare in the side of your footage. Again, these are just pretty small nitpicks in my opinion, but it's just something to keep in mind while I'm talking about this filter. Otherwise, apart from that, it's absolutely incredible for video in my opinion. I've had nothing but good results from it. I haven't noticed any loss of sharpness or anything like that. So if you're interested in getting a really good filter for your drone, I definitely recommend this one or something similar. I definitely recommend a graduated filter at least. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any other tutorial suggestions, I'll keep those in mind. I really want to start making more videos. I'm also going to talk about settings for drone videos and how to create, smooth and good looking footage and stuff like that. So if you have any other suggestions, leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them or make videos on them. So thank you very much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.